everyone, my name is Wendy and I work at the Lakeshore Museum Center's Muskegon Heritage Museum of Business and Industry. This year, for Giving Tuesday, we are raising money to replace the bass strings of our 94-year-old Chase Hackley Execeltone piano. This piano is pretty amazing. It can function like a regular piano, or if you pump some pedals that it has, it can play on its own. The best part about it, though, is that this piano was made right here in Muskegon. In honor of its years of service, we thought it would be fun to show you how to build your own piano at home with a few simple materials. And if you want to help us replace those bass strings in the piano, you can go to www.lakeshoremuseum.org/donate and make a gift in any amount, and just make a note that it's for the bass strings on the piano, and it'll get where it needs to go. Are you guys ready to have some fun? So, like we said, we're going to do a little experimenting building a popsicle stick piano. For this activity, you are going to need some jumbo popsicle sticks. You may want a few rubber bands. You're going to want some kind of clamps. These can be chip clips. These can be C-clamps. These can be these really cool C-clamps that you pump to close. And you're also going to need at least one, maybe two pretty good sizable pieces of scrap wood. They don't have to be long, but they have to be sturdy. And we're going to talk about why that is as we're doing the experiment. The next thing that you're going to have to find is some sort of a flat surface, a table, a stair, the edge of a counter that you can clamp both of your scrap wood and also your popsicle sticks to. And you can see in this picture how we're holding that together. Some surfaces are too wide. I had a hard time at the museum finding a good one for me to use, but I did find a really good one, and we'll talk about why it was so good. For this experiment, you are going to take your scrap piece of wood and your popsicle sticks, and you are going to arrange them in such a way that one of your popsicle sticks is as long as is possible, and then the next one's a little shorter, the next one's a little shorter, and the next one's a little shorter, just like it is in this picture, until you just don't think it's feasible. Then you're going to clamp your spare wood and those popsicle sticks in that arrangement to whatever your flat surface is, your tabletop, your countertop, whatever. And in a second, we're going to look at a video of what it looks like when your wood isn't sturdy enough. There's a lot of flex and a lot of bend when you go to pluck those keys. And that is what you don't want. Now let's take a look at this clip, and it shows you how strong those thicker scrap pieces of wood are, and that's why that's important. The next thing you're going to want to notice is the quality of the sound that hitting those popsicle sticks produces. Our first tabletop that we had them attached to was just a really solid piece of wood. And then the next one that we found, which was fun, was a step that we tipped on its side so it was a hollow box. So here's what that sounded like. Now this is important because of something called resonance. So what this tabletop or flat surface is becoming is like the soundboard in a piano. Inside a piano, there's something called a soundboard, and that's where all of the sound resonates. Typically, these soundboards have some kind of a curve, and once that curve starts to go out of the soundboard, a lot of times the piano isn't salvageable, or at least not without getting a whole new soundboard. It was very interesting to do a little research because sometimes these soundboards can have cracks in them and things like that, and that can be okay. But if their curve is completely gone, then the piano loses its resonance and it doesn't sound very good anymore. And so what we had a lot of fun doing at the museum was going around and testing different surfaces to see not only what would make sound, but what gave us that resonance. And this little step stool tipped on its side to create that little echo chamber gave us the best result. So have fun, go around your house and find where you can get that resonance factor. It's a really cool experiment. And like we said, if you would like to help us, you can go ahead and donate any amount to the cause by going to www.lakeshoremuseum.org lakeshoremuseum.org/donate, or you can go to lakeshoremuseum.org and just click on that little donate button, and just make sure you make a note that it's for Giving Tuesday or the bass strings for the piano. If you guys do this experiment at home, we would love to get some photos of you trying the experiment or some videos, so you can share that in the comments below or on our social media. Thanks so much and have a great day.